to represent, to represent these great people, these beloved, wonderful members of our great team, of our great business, Multistream. I'm so happy that all of you made that time to be here this evening. It's an honor. I count myself blessed and privileged when I was told that despite the fact that there are so many people who have the competence and qualified to handle this, I was singled out with this singular privilege to represent you. So I want to promise you that I'm not going to abuse it. I'll do my best to make sure it will be worth your time and your money. Because you spend money to buy data. Maybe you spend money to buy fuel, your gen so you can charge your phone in case you don't have NEPA light in your area. Or you even spend money to recharge your meter in order to charge your phone. And of course, the precious time is costing you now to, out of your busy schedule, created time to be here to listen to my voice. And so I won't take this for granted. Thanks a lot. I give God Almighty the blessing, the greatest thanks for giving us life to be here this evening. And I want to also thank my friend and brother and my co-ambassador, distinguished personality, His Eminence Ambassador Godrich Omeneho, who is my very good friend. And it's a pleasure to be here this evening. So because of our time, I would like to kickstart to first introduce myself. For some of you who may not know me very well, my name is Ambassador Roland Ugeni, aka Don Ro. Don Ro is my brand name, is my business name. I jealous that name so much. If my family permits me, my full name will be Don Ro. Yes, because I've done everything to protect that name. Now, so this evening we'll be handling or looking at a serious topic called leadership. This topic is so sensitive that a lot of people do not understand what leadership really means. I want you, if you have pen and paper, to get it close to you, because there are some things you may take down or some things you may learn this evening. Leadership is a very critical condition. In fact, it's not something that is easy to come by. Unfortunately, most people are not born to be leaders. And that's why it's difficult for politicians to cultivate it, even though they have the money. Anybody that has pride cannot be a leader. Anybody that is not. That's why politicians who are supposed to lead us, like in Africa, misuse this precious role, this very big and blessed opportunity of role or position of a leader, and use it to oppress the people. So what is leadership? Well, the English dictionary defines it as a set of behavior that is used to help people, to help them to align their collective direction, to execute strategic plans, and to continually renew an organization. In other words, for an organization to be able to achieve its role, its objective, for a nation to be able to achieve its objective. So at the end of the day, everybody will be happy. That organization or that nation need a leader. So a leader is someone that helps in guiding people or individuals or a group of people, call a team, to achieve certain goals. So it's the one that must bring the direction, the plan of how those goals will be achieved. Which means the role of a leader is a critical role, and it's a challenging one. It's very challenging, because even when others are sleeping, a leader must not sleep. When there was a critical situation in the Bible, the apostles were sleeping, but Jesus was not sleeping. He was the leader of that group. So as a leader, you must be able to understand the objective, the goal of any organization you represent. Because if you don't understand the direction of that organization, if you don't understand what it entails, the benefits of working in that organization, and then two, Everybody you work with, you must, to a large extent, understand the behavioral pattern, the way of thinking of the individuals. So you must try to, as much as possible, to want to master their names, know their voices. So when you hear somebody talking, you know this is a person. You must know their needs. You must understand the way they think. You must understand the way they behave. Because if you don't, you go and put cat and rat in the same department. When trouble comes, it is you they will go. But when you understand people, their attitude, their behavior, you'll be able to know how to, okay, let these two people work together because two of them can understand themselves. At no time would you want to bring two people into in an organization together that cannot work with each other. Because one of the danger in leadership is this. If everything goes well, everybody take the joy. Everybody take the pride. But if anything goes wrong, it is one man they will blame, which is the leader. So a leader is somebody that is expected to know everything. A leader is somebody that is expected to have solution to every problem, which means when others are weak, you must be strong. If you belong to a group that does not like studying, you must study. You must see problems before they come. So as a leader, you must be proactive. You must be selfless because there are some times you require that. You are the only person that may not eat. There are times you require that you are the one that will not sleep. The selflessness will make you, if you must succeed, or help your team to succeed. Because at the end of the day, the goal of every leader is to ensure that whatever task is on the table, it is achieved. There must be success. Because if the team fails on your neck, somebody dies in the process, you are the one they will ask. You will give account of so many things. So you must be selfless at some point. Even when you are tired, you cannot sleep. Unfortunately, sometimes leadership will require that you will sacrifice the time you're supposed to have with your family for others. At some point, it seems as if you don't even have your own life to live. And for that to happen, the leader must be a humble person. Because some people's attitudes can be very irritating. And somebody who cannot tolerate others cannot lead. Leadership is not by merely ranking. It's not by merely how many people they your structure. If you're not humble, so as much as they quit invest me, you know how they quit invest and they talk to me like that. I manage now, that person cannot lead. Because sometimes when people talk or express themselves, you must understand why they behave the way they behave. You must be patient. You must be empathetic. You must see their situation and find some reasons to accommodate them. Because yes, it's expected that you have such quality, hence you were given the position of leadership. You must be compassionate. So that means every leader must feel for people. You must see problems before they occur. So that you're always ready with the solution. Because when they approach you, the group does not understand that you don't know what to do. You must be able to think fast. So every leader must study. You must read. Because leadership in itself, people are not merely born with it. That means just like people study engineering, study medicine, like my mentor asked me one time, you want to be successful? I said, yes. So have you studied success? Before then, I didn't know that success is a subject to study. He said, you want to be wealthy? I said, yes. So have you studied wealth? And he asked me, have you studied money? I didn't know that money is a subject people study. He said, yes, the rich study money. That's why they understand money. And the poor does not study money. That's why the only thing the poor do with money is that they eat it. But the rich, they don't do that. So that's how it is in leadership. It's a subject that you must go and investigate. You must research it. You must discover the qualities of a leader and begin to cultivate it. You now learn from other leadership examples. You now read about global institutions. How did people lead top companies, Fortune 500 companies? That one man will lead a company for 30 years And the company will generate millions of dollars, if not billions of dollars. There's a certain way that individual behaves. So that despite the rough times in that company, he was able to sail his ship in the right direction. You don't just move in the direction of the wind. You must be able to stay. That means a leader must know the direction of a company. A leader must have foresight. But the question is this: how come it is challenging to lead in organizations, especially in our industry of network marketing? Because in this industry, a lot of things have been muddled up. And because leadership is no longer practiced the way it should be, and most times, so unfortunately, like in politics, the wrong people lead, that's why there is chaos. When we went to Dubai one time during one of our vacations, our tour guide said something that made me cry. He said, you people in Nigeria or Africa have more resources than us. You have more money than us. You have more landmass than us. You have everything life has given anybody to succeed. He said, but the reason we are doing better than you people right now, it is because you people have rulers, but we have leaders. He said, everybody who is born as an Emirati in Dubai, every citizen of Dubai, does not have to work to eat. He said, everything we need to live from the day we are born. That person to meet his mind. Please kindly mute your mic. Somebody is putting on a video and the mic is not muted. So the top guard said, everything we need as citizens of Dubai, they call them Emiratis, from the day we are born to the day we will die, everything we need has been taken care of. He said, what a loving father will do for his children, our leaders have done for our people. I wept. So you can imagine the foresight that the leadership of Dubai has towards their people. They already know the problem they will face. They already know the challenges that will come their way. As a people must grow, and they have put all those things in order. But the question is, what makes leadership really difficult? One of the greatest challenge is that for leadership to be very effective, the strength of a leader is most at times in the collective cooperation of the people he leads, which means there must be a sort of communication between a leader and the people he's leading. What most people don't realize, they think that leaders are superhumans, that they don't break down, is a lie. I'm telling you, when I was in one company, on 2 occasions, I would have slumped and died if I didn't understand my body chemistry. Everybody wants you to talk to everybody. You have a team of almost 20,000 people. They want you to come and talk to all their downlines. They will not invite people on time to seminar. Seminar don't finish. They want you to come and start again with somebody that just came. Say, my leader, the man I was telling you about has just come. You keep talking, and guess what? As you are talking, unfortunately, sometimes nobody even bothered to know that you have not drank water for the past 4 hours you have been talking. Or that you could even be hungry. Or that you did not even eat at home before you came. They will make you talk and talk and talk. I told me one day, I just told them, let me use myself. I went into the toilet, I started feeling pain in my chest. I just called my friend and told him, please, I'll take the back door. Please come and meet me in front. Immediately he came, I said, we're going to the hospital now. And when I got to the hospital, my BP was 220 over 180. If I had made any mistake to stay for like 5 minutes in that place, I would have just collapsed and died. That would have been the end of my career. Everybody will move on. And what will people say? So we tell her now, go they talk, they talk, they talk. You know, they tired. Do like say nice a bit talk pass. Can you imagine? Many a time talking. So the strength of a leader are the strength he borrows from his followers. So the followers are the people that make the leader a leader. If the followers are weak, the strength of a leader will not last. The leader will collapse. That is why, for you to lead well, you must also be able to identify certain people around you who have certain capacity of leadership that you have seen in them. Even though they cannot lead, these are people that over the years, they have been with you so well that they understand your personality. People you are able to influence, they believe in you so much that whatever you say, they believe it. So leadership, you must have influence, the ability to influence other people. You must understand that everything works with process. Because growth and leadership is a process. So if these people are around you, you do everything to try to delegate. One of the greatest weaknesses of leaders is that most don't delegate. They think that leadership is a title. So they want to do everything. And almost time because people make the leader feel that without him, they cannot do it. Everybody believes that you are the only one that can talk to their downlines, which is not true. They have not taken time to learn what you learned. Because you too, one day, there was a day you started the business, you didn't even understand the comp plan. And just the way you learned, studied and studied and studied, you were presenting and you now got used to the comp plan, you must be able to raise certain people around you and delegate some duties to them. You cannot be a leader and do everything. No. The other time I almost collapsed was that anytime I want to do an event, especially car award, in that company there, I'm the leader of the whole state. So everything will be on my head. And most people don't want to do some of these duties. Instead of me to insist sometimes, you'll be the one to make sure you go around everywhere. There's this wrong belief that if I'm not there, they cannot do it well. It was one mistake many leaders make. That if you are not there, you always believe that the people cannot do it well because they always make you do everything. You now believe that if you're not there, they will. So I will be there to carry chair, to do this. The hall can be so big. Most times I'll be the first person to go to a seminar, to arrange the chairs, to clean the chairs. And when people come, nobody care to ask you, who is even doing this? Nobody will ask you. You will clean the chair, you do everything, you now start waiting. They will still come late. I want you to keep walking and talking. That there's no cooperation there. But see, if you understand that you are a human and there's a limit to which you can go, you must make sure that in your leadership role, you raise some people who trust and believe you, that you can tell them you will handle this for me. You will handle this for me. Those people are the people that will make people not to see your weakness. Otherwise, when you get tired and you lose strength, you will start failing. And when you fail, when you are weak, guess what? Your weakness will affect everybody because you are a person of influence. People follow everything you do. They see you as an authority. That's why I try as much as possible to update myself. You know why? Because if you're a leader people believe in so much, like myself, by the grace of God, my friends believe me because I'm a man of influence. It means that the day I am wrong, everybody will be wrong. So do you know the danger that exists when the people around you or working with you does not update their knowledge, does not upgrade their skill, does not study like you, does not know what you know, does not know your limits? The day you stop, everybody will stop. The day you fail, everybody will fail. That's why some persons will leave a certain business and that business will collapse. Because all along, he was the only person doing everything. So that's one of the greatest danger in leadership. So if you know of a good leader, you must find a way to support the leader. It is because the responsibility of leadership is so much, that's why a lot of people are shying away from it. Somebody will say, no, man, I don't like talking to people. Man, I cannot carry anybody along. Though. I just want to do my thing my own way and build my own business. Well, that person may say he's a leader because he has that line, but that person is not really a leader. A leader must be selfless. You must be at the front. Sometimes it means you to go far places. And that's why in network marketing, this is a challenge of leadership. It happens that at the end of the day, you make money though, but some of your downlines are achieving things more than you. Because 70-80% of the money leaders make, they return it back into the business to support the team. And most times, the team does not understand that the leader is also a human being. Sometimes even a family. They will make you to spend everything you have. And which has brought in a wrong culture in our industry. If you don't buy food for some downlines, they will not come to seminar. If you don't give them money, they will not do their business. So most people are not buying leadership, they are buying followership. In real leadership, you don't buy followership. You raise people to see the value in you and see that you are the only person that knows the direction of where they are going. If they know that their success is in your hands, they will follow you to the end. In fact, they will make sure that you don't stop. Because they know that if you are tired and you stop, they will not get to where they are going. So normally, followers are supposed to come and meet a leader and say, I suppose you should be hungry by now, because since morning you have been talking. But it is not so in our industry. Followers will even tell you they are hungry, but they know you have not eaten. So most leaders are becoming so weak, they cannot perform again. If they don't have money, the business will die. If they don't entertain, the business will die. They must claim that they are superhumans, which they are not. And that's why, ideally in network marketing, ranking is a way of encouraging people to develop or cultivate the quality of leadership, to learn from other leaders who are succeeding in the industry. Because it takes leadership to succeed, though. You are succeeding because you want to influence others to know that they can also succeed if they do what you did. Your leadership is proving to them that the system works, the system pays if you work it. And so when you succeed, others are supposed to follow your example to succeed. That's what it is. So one of the greatest roles in leadership is this. He must train other people about the business. I think that's what your leader really owe you, nothing else. So he's training you to know the business. It's the greatest thing anybody can ever do, because it's giving you a direction to your success. And for him to keep doing that, you as a follower are supposed to now support him. After your leader is talking, as he's talking, you see that this guy has been talking for a long time. Nothing is wrong if two people or one person just go out and buy bottled water and bring and give to the leader. And thank God for some of my leaders or partners that are working with me. God will bless them. And that's why I've always promised myself, until they succeed, I will never leave them. I owe them that. They have served me, because what brought me to where I am, by the grace of God, is I have served so many leaders. I served them like boys, so I have served them to a fault that they know they owe me success. And there are some of my downlines like that. As I'm talking, when they see me sweating, they'll just throw out and buy a handkerchief and bring for me. But I say, please, I'm thirsty. They don't ask me for money. They'll just go and buy it. They know I can afford it, but they know that I need it. And that way, you're able to form this loving family relationship. Any leader that does not get that kind of support from downline cannot build a family relationship. So if you must succeed, you must do everything possible to support your leader. And that's why companies reward leadership. That's what they call ranking. Those awards they give to rank, it is to encourage them and appreciate them for the selfless services they have rendered in the company. Ideally, Leaders are supposed to have certain amount of money paid to them by companies every month. Unfortunately, in our African context, companies don't understand the value of leaders in companies. And that's why leaders are no longer loyal to company. You have to keep a leader in your system if it's effective. Give him some certain stipends, some certain egoje to encourage him to stay. Because if he leave, guess what? Because of the influence leaders have over their people, the magnetism of their personality is so high that they can influence people. When they leave a company, company dies. Companies are not supposed to owe leaders bonus. Any company that does that, just pity the company. They don't understand the value of leadership. That's because in this industry, distributors are not organized to protect their leaders, to edify their leaders, to raise their leaders, because they are the voice of the people. It's unfortunate because in our industry, companies even use leaders against downlines against their leaders. They will call the downlines at the back and try to spoil their leaders to them, and they will just follow. See, no company will dash you a car if you spoil your leaders to them. No company. You will not win a car or a free trip. So if you talk down on your leader, destroy the personality of your leader, and work with the wrong set of people just to bring down your leader, you will also go down because they will not help you like your leader. Company block leaders' account. What we're supposed to hear is that all the distributors will come together and say, until you restore the account of this leader, we are not working again. But because of hunger, downlines can sell their leaders and betray them like Judas Iscariot, because they value that small account where for 5,000 they enter every week. So there's no harmony, there's no good relationship, there's no familyness, there's no oneness, there's no one union. And this beautiful industry that has the ability to transform our life and make us be able. You see, if you stay in network marketing for 2 years, 5 years, you're not supposed to suffer again. Because apart from footballers and those in the entertainment industry, network marketing is bigger than the oil industry. But if you look around now, some of the poorest people in this country are networkers. They're so poor, they cannot even pay their rent easily. If anything happens to one business they're into, poverty has started. So it's like we have active income because we have not been able to understand the role of leadership in our community. I'm looking forward to that day. Our distributors will stand to say, company, if you don't restore the account of this leader, we're all leaving your company. The day you stand up to do that, companies will be afraid of you because without your leaders, you're not going anywhere. It is an example you will follow to also get to that point. Because when you see the way they are succeeding, they will influence you to want to do the same thing. So it is not out of place if you approach your leaders and say, how do you always do it? That's a question I've asked top income earners, top leaders, and they showed me. That's why, before I got to this point, in those days, if there's a seminar, I'll make sure I'm the first person to get to the hall. Most time when you get there, the chairs are not arranged. Most times, as big as a hall of 1,000, I'm the person that will clean all the chairs before most people will come. That's where you start to learn how to be selfless. Most times, I'll be the person to sweep all the places that have not been swept and wait. Most times, I go to events 2 hours before the time. And I'll still be the last person to stay. That was how I learned selflessness and service, because you must serve. And that's how you build your capacity to withstand pressure. That's why some of my downlines will come to me and say, Don Ro, how you did do it? With all these people that are gathering you, with all this noise, everybody bring a problem to you, you still dey smile. You no sabi vex. How you go take vex? Because these people are your strength. They are your bloodline. Oh. In fact, they are the ones bringing your success. If you vex for them, you don't kill yourself now. I have a friend who can never succeed in this industry except he repents. He doesn't have time to tolerate anybody. He's always very angry. He's very patient. He does not tolerate. So he's always failing because he cannot deal with other people. Your downlines are not your slaves. They are not your employees. They are your partners. They are your strength. So this is the reason why our industry is really failing, because leadership is weakening down. Most people don't want to rise to the top again because of the pressure it takes to get to the top. The pressure is too much. Because at the end of the day, you are in between the devil and the deep blue sea. Companies giving you pressure. Most companies don't like leaders that are rising too fast. And most companies, especially since Africans started coming into network, and right now almost every leader is a CEO of one company. Everybody is now going back to their village to meet their grandfather that was a babalawo that used to prepare some help for some women who get belle that time. Say, Papa, I beg, all those your help, come and package it. I'll give you NAFDAC number. I want to be the CEO of this company. Let's form our own company. This situation is going to kill this industry if care is not taken. And that's why one of the biggest challenges we have is that African network does not invest in training their distributors. They're supposed to send their leaders to certain school of leadership. Because if you raise leaders in your company will stand the test of time. Because the only people that can withstand the pressure, withstand the storm, and be able to steer the ship in the right direction, no matter the turbulence of the wind in the sea, are the leaders. Outside the ranking bonus you pay them. Because right now in network marketing, people can buy rank. Somebody just bring money and invest, or maybe bring some stockies left and right. Or maybe just have some money, just plot it and just put the money. Like some people say, I want to fast track. And before you look, they're already at the top. They're already in the same rank as the leader. And people begin to celebrate them. And when you see them, their attitude is so messed up. It's so messed up. And so nobody knows the value of leadership. If not, leadership is a process. You grow to that point. You would have seen a lot. You would have received a lot of blow, a lot of accusation, a lot of insult, a lot of embarrassment from your downlines. But you stood your ground to make sure that no matter what, you do whatever it takes to succeed. Because if you succeed, your success will convince others that they too can succeed. So what I will say is a simple thing here. You're not born with a leadership quality. You cultivate it. And to cultivate it, you would have been somebody that over the time, you are a selfless person. And I tell you one truth. Life has its own reward for those who serve people and those they serve. You can never earn as a leader if you don't lead, or if you don't lead others. Followers have their own reward. Leaders have their own reward. Knowing that, I strive to be a leader. I'm not saying I'm the best leader. I'm sorry, don't mind me. I'm sorry, I have my own fault too. Everybody have their own weaknesses like myself. I'm a human being. I have my own weaknesses. But the truth is this. This is my 16 years in network marketing. And out of these 16 years, I've spent about 10 years of it to read several books. And I think I would have read about 5 books on leadership. And every day, I try to see how I can better in my skills to lead people. And that has helped me that any company I go, I must succeed. Because if you can lead people, you can get to the top. Because you're getting to the top is because people were following you. If people can't follow you, you cannot succeed. If you cannot lead, you cannot get to the top. So are you struggling in network marketing? That the first company you joined, you did not succeed. The second one, you did not succeed. All along for the past 5, 10 years, you are in this industry, you are not succeeding. Bro, Madam Oga, it may just be lack of some leadership quality. Maybe the way you relate with people is driving them away from you. If people don't stay around you, then your leadership quality, you need to check it. You are not a Superman, so we don't expect you to have it from birth. Every skill is learnable. Whatever you don't have now, you can actually learn it. But I tell you truthfully, like Jesus said, the one who can serve, who behave like the least person among his disciples, is the one that will be exalted to heaven. Which means there's a life of royalty that awaits every leader who can really serve others and lead them to their success and show them the way to their success and be able to guide them, bear with them, understand that it's not easy with them. Yes, we know the challenges. For all those who have played the role of leaders, we want to say congratulations and thank you for everything you are doing. And one young man I see that will make a very good leader if he doesn't give up in this industry is Daniel. I watch you every day. I see the way this young man is so tenacious. This young man will go very far. So if you are Daniel's downline, please support the young man. He has vision, he has charisma. Your support will make him to do more. Another man I see and I respect so much, I know this guy is going to go very far in this industry, is Mr. Chooks, a very good friend. He's such a loyal partner. He respects me a lot. Mr. Chooks, you will go very far. Please, if you're under Mr. Chooks, kindly support him. If he's doing presentation, please try and buy water for him. To talk for 2 hours na energy, please show him some love. Encourage all the leaders in this industry because these people are putting you first and putting their families second. Sometimes you travel for weeks because of downlines. The money you're supposed to give to your wife and your children, you use it to take care of your downlines so that they can succeed. And that's why it's so painful when they don't succeed. And that's because most of them did not do their work. And they will still come and blame you. For all those who try, but they are not able to get it yet, don't give up. Your patience means that you will make a good leader tomorrow. I see Madam Jama. I see a lot of people. I cannot mention everybody's name now. I don't really see all the people that are in the group now. But I tell you, if you don't give up, if you continue to serve, because those are the people we lack. We lack leadership in this industry. That's why the industry is failing. This industry is dying. Though. We're not careful. This beautiful industry. Because the day government eye will come into this industry and they bring in policies to regulate network marketing, I tell you, a lot of people will not be able to stand the pressure. But I tell you honestly, this industry has made people multi-millionaires. Network marketing, people are making $1 million, $500,000 in a month. You cannot earn such money if you are not a leader. And so you can go to a bookshop and buy some books written by John Maxwell on leadership. You can go online. You'll see several books on leadership. They don't cost so much. Highest 2,000 because of exchange rate now. 2,000, 3,000. Why not? I've gone to a bookshop before and I bought books of 140,000. I came home with a Ghana must go of books. My wife did say, nah, many goodies I buy come from travel. They were books. Akoyedipo will tell you. Success he has today is as a result of the books he has read on leadership. So he was able to lead that congregation of thousands of people. You can't lead if you can't lead that such crowd if you don't have leadership quality now. I think it's easy to please people. How come you are in a network marketing company and your team is not up to 50 for 1 year? They start just register to people. No, now you can do better. You can actually learn it. Everything in network marketing is learned. There is book for recruiting. There is book on presentation. There are books for communication. There are books for how to be an effective leadership. There are books for every aspect of life. If you must succeed in life, you must read, you must study. I've read over 500 books in network marketing. And those books are what has made me who I am today. Yes, I've been a victim of some ugly situation in this industry. But if all things were equal, if all things were right, I tell you, some of us would have made it to the top. But it's all boiled down to leadership too. We're almost regretting it, but there's no need to regret because the cost of humanity, the best cost in life is to serve others. But it's so risky because you may end up serving people and all the money we're supposed to use to make your life sweet and your family life, you have given it out to people. And sometimes the people will not even be there to appreciate you. They will even use them against you. But don't give up because you're not doing it for them. You're doing it for humanity's sake. You're doing it for God. But most importantly, you're doing it to build your capacity for the future. Because whether you like it or not, people are watching you. Life is observing you. One day, in a caucus meeting, when they will be looking for a leader that can take up the mantle of one of the biggest opportunities, who will they call? They will not call followers now. They will not call those who sit at the back. They will not call those who are not willing to serve. It is you they will call because they've watched you serve. Your reward is not going to be in heaven. You're still going to get part of it here on earth. And it's not far. And so be patient, continue to serve, continue to be selfless, continue to make the sacrifices. Yes, sometimes it's painful. You look yourself, it's as if that's suffered. Not be suffered though. See, a day will come. The kind of success you will experience, people will wish they were like you. God will bless you as we continue to serve others, which is the greatest work on earth. God in his infinite mercy will bless us. Our labor is not going to be in vain. So, ladies and gentlemen, because of our time, I may not be able to take so much. But I hope that the few things I've said, somebody have learned one or two things from it of what it means to be a leader. Bottom line is somebody who is at the front, who understands the direction of the company, who knows how to overcome the challenges, and who knows how to lead the team to the top, who can help the team to succeed. Leadership is not somebody who gives you food to eat. It's somebody who can teach you how to succeed. That this is what I did, do it. In 1 week, I recruited 4 persons. Then you do that same thing. Not somebody who will buy you food to eat first before you do the business. No, it's wrong. Somebody will stand up in a hall when presentation is going on. He say, we've been here since and nobody gave us water. You're not ashamed? Eat for your house before you go seminar. Please don't interrupt meetings because of food. These things discourage leaders. You can so make them feel like a fool. Imagine you talking to a leader like that in a crowd of over 200 people. You are making it look like he's a stupid person. Whereas he was talking from his heart, the big picture of how you will succeed. If you're hungry, no, go somewhere, go buy Coke and biscuit, drink pure water, come back or continue to listen. Let us support our leaders. It's not easy, but with our little support, which is the secret of leadership, It's the strength of the followers. As we support ourselves, God will continue to help us to lift ourselves. And one day, it will be better. We'll get it right in this industry. And success will be our portion. Ambassador Nosa, African Rep, God bless you for this opportunity. Thanks to the leaders of Multistream. Exceptional money to everybody. God bless you.
Glorious rising. Please, can we unmute ourselves and celebrate?
That's a wonderful shot from our able leader, Don Ro.
Thank you very much, able leader. I appreciate you, sir.
Thank you very much, Don Ro. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
In conclusion,
able leader.
All right, that's great. It's a pleasure to have us here this night. And I strongly believe that we have gotten one or two things to add to the one we have before. And I'm happy on this program, this group chat, because so many people have been able to discover training quality in them, to be able to learn, to be able to expand more, and to be able to start being in a course of a leadership. I'm also learning too. I really want all the leaders to have their own personal book where their strategies, their areas of coverage in a week, in a month will be documented. Where you will say this week, these are the areas to cover. Let us know where you want us in, and let us know where you are in yourself. Because our target is to make sure we create more top earners. It is my prayer